All right, guys. So welcome to our IBO training call. And first and foremost, I want to welcome each and every one of you. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be on this particular call with us. 1 second here. Okay. All right. So I think I figured out something. There we go. Awesome. So I think Dubai should be able to see me. Could you guys see me on the screen? You all should be able to see me. Dubai, could you guys see me on the screen? Let me know. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Yes, I'm also recording the session. Wonderful, wonderful. So guys, welcome every single one of you to the call. Again, I'm elated. I'm really grateful. First and foremost to God for what he's actually doing in our business, in our organization right now. It is absolutely phenomenal. And just coming out of the Dallas convention, we have had tremendous growth and sustained growth as an organization. And the first thing that I want to do is I definitely want to acknowledge the brand new Chairman 10s within our organization, right? If you are part of their group, obviously you're going to be excited for them. But I want to actually take the time to recognize these chairmen. These are individuals that they saw the vision, right? They saw vision and they went out and they actually accomplished this in fine fashion, right? And we're going to talk a lot about that today, but I definitely want to take the time to recognize these chairmen because they do need the recognition, right? They do need the recognition. So first and foremost, I want to recognize Joshua Ramcharan. You guys put some fire emojis in the chat for our brand new Chairman 10, Joshua Ramcharan, on the call. Put some fire emojis for him. We also want to recognize this powerful couple, Carl and Angela Thompson, brand new Chairman 10s in our organization as well. I want to recognize Rajesh Prasad, brand new Chairman 10 in our organization. Super excited for him and his family. And I also want to recognize brand new Chairman 10, Mr. David Maloney. All right, guys, brand new Chairman 10 within our organization as well. So we are definitely excited about what's happening. And would you believe 4 Chairman 10s broke in 1 month, less than 1 month. It was actually 17 days. They went back to back. And that just, that this organization is poised. We are literally poised to go to a completely different level. All right. So I want to take the time to really acknowledge these brand new Chairman 10s. Very proud of each and every one of them. These are individuals that had their eyes set on Chairman and they went out and accomplished it. And we're going to talk a lot about some stuff that I'm sure you would have heard about before, but it's going to come and it's going to register with you today. I pray that the register is different with you today because I'm in a different space right now, okay? I'm at a different space right now, and I believe that God is setting up this organization to become the most admired organization here in I Am Mastery Academy. All right. And the first thing that I want you guys to do is to really just out your mind. You guys realize that I didn't play any hype music coming into this call today because I really want you to first and foremost start thinking clearly. Just have a clear mental space right now, very clear mental space. And I want you to get in a state of gratitude for where you are right now. I've always seen where my business, my life, my family life, every area of my life, when it started to go in the direction that I wanted it to go, it always stemmed from my gratitude. How grateful I am about now. How grateful I am about today. How grateful I am for what's taking place in my family's life right now. okay? And you need to understand the power of gratitude. Gratitude is a magnet. Think of yourself as as someone who has the power to pull into your space anything that you desire, but it comes from a state of being grateful. How grateful are you for where you are right now? And if you are somewhere that you do not want to be, how grateful are you about what you are expecting to happen in your life? So it's twofold, right? I've been in spaces in my life before I did not necessarily like where I was at that point in time, but I was excited and grateful for what was about to actually happen. So that's the first thing that I want us to actually set the platform for this teaching, this training that you guys are going to actually hear on this call here. So I'm very, very grateful again for all of you taking the time to be on the call. I also want to recognize the other champions and aboves who are also part of our organization. I want to recognize Brent Thomas, Chairman 10, $250,000 ring earner, Vidish Adimola, also multiple six-figure earner, and chairman and top trader. Also want to recognize, did I forget anyone there? Boom, boom, boom. We have Luke Kwamina, that's the chairman 10. Luke Kwamina, chairman 25, going chairman 50. Want to recognize him as well. And I'm very, very grateful for all of our educators, right? We have Maxim and Liana Pereira, Jean-Marc Leons. We also have Bali Granville, right? So just wanted to recognize some of the leaders, all the platinum 1000s, all the platinum 2000s, P5s and above, all the P600s, P150s. We want to recognize every single one of you on the call. Very, very grateful for each and every one of you, right? Yes, so with that being said, guys, I'm really, really excited about what I want to share with you. And the first question that I want to ask you is, do you know where you are right now? Okay, that's the first question that I want to ask you. Do you know where you are right now? Do you know where you are in your personal life? And do you know where you are when it comes to your business? Do you know where you are right now? Okay, because in order for you to know, in order for you to get somewhere, you need to know where you are. The second question that follows that is, do you know where you want to go? Now, that might be a very trivial question, but the truth is, do you really know where you're going? Do you really know where you are going? All right. One of my mentors, Ivy Hillard, said that when there is clarity of vision, you are able to accelerate towards your goal. With clarity of vision, you're able to accelerate towards your goal. So you should definitely be grateful that you are in I Am Mastery Academy. You're involved in an opportunity of a lifetime, and you have the ability to create in this space. You have the ability to create wealth through trading, and you have the ability to create wealth through building your network, right? So you're on this call to really learn about how to go chairman. So if chairman 10 for beginners is where you're going, are you really clear about chairman 10? Because I have to be honest with you guys, the clarity must first come in your mind. It must come in your mind. The question I want to ask you is, can you see yourself? Can you see yourself on stage? Can you see yourself on stage being recognized as a brand new chairman here in I Am Mastery Academy? Can you see that? If you can see that, put yes for me in the chat. If you can see yourself being recognized as a brand new chairman, right, in I Am Mastery Academy, and for those of you that are in the Caribbean, this side of the world, you see, can you see yourself being recognized at the 2020 Vision Caribbean Convention in front of 5,000 people? Can you see yourself being recognized as a brand new Chairman 10, right? Because right now, you know, Joshua Ramcharan, for example, is going to be like, bring to the stage, brand new Chairman 10, Joshua Ramcharan, and it's going to be it's going to be 7,000 plus people screaming his name, right? Can you look? The reason why I'm playing it out for you is because you have to see that in your mind first. It's so important. You have to have that clear in your mind. And it becomes even more clear the more you create a commercial around it. All right. Now, what is a commercial? A commercial is a mixture of words, images, and emotions. Write this down. Okay. What is a commercial? A commercial is made up of words, images, and emotions. Okay. Words, images, and emotion. So if you understand the power of words, images, and emotions, and you combine them together, okay, and you play a commercial in your mind, you can create your own commercial, right? You can create your very own private commercial, and you don't have to pay to run the commercial. You can run the commercial in your mind as many times as you would like. All right. And I'm excited to share this information with you because you are only a byproduct of what you're thinking about. As a man thinketh, so is he. So the question is, okay, do you know where you're going? Is it crystal clear? Once you get it crystal clear in your mind, and I'm pointing here because it's a good reference point. But if you're clear in your mind as to where you are going, and you, on the canvas of your imagination, you're playing this commercial, and what you're really doing is visualizing. Okay, you're visualizing yourself on stage. Many times throughout my day, I take time to visualize. I take time to visualize about where I'm actually going. It's so vitally important for you to take. I'm talking about taking your full day and you're not doing anything. No, you have to take time in the morning and maybe at night or even during the day, and you want to visualize. Take the time to think about where you are going. And while you're on stage, you're thinking about, I've actually impacted the lives of 500 families with this skill set. And as a result, there's a gratitude that comes in connection with you achieving the level of Chairman 10, right? And let me tell you this, what starts to happen from now is that, like a magnet, you start pulling into your space the situations, the circumstances, the people, the conditions for you to get to Chairman 10. So let's begin with the end in mind. The end in mind for you guys on this call is Chairman 10. My personal goal, I know we have, well over 400 plus people on this call right now, but my personal goal by January the 25th, 2020 is to have 20 Chairman 10s on stage with me. 20 Chairman 10s and above on stage with me. So that's my personal goal. Here's the truth though. Every single one of you on this call, you're getting the same information. You have the same opportunity. You have the same amount of time. So it's really up to you if you're going to be one of the 20. You have power to make the choice. God has given you the power of choice. You can choose. What do you want to do? But a lot of people do not accomplish what they actually want because they are not clear in their mind that they can actually achieve it. You can build up your belief or build up the confidence that you can achieve it by repeating this commercial in your mind over and over and over again. You know, we teach this stuff, but it's amazing to me still to this day how many people hear the information but do not implement the information because it's full. It's one thing to hear it and take notes. It's another thing to hear it, take notes, and implement it. Right? It's really, really, really a major difference. And we're going to talk more about that on this call as well. Right? So if you're on the call and you know that your destination right now is Chairman 10 by January, or for those of you that are international in South Africa, in Dubai, in Nigeria, UK, guess what? The London convention, we're going to be screaming your name on stage as well. So if you know your destination is Chairman by January, for those of you on this side of the world, and those of you that are going to be at the London convention, if it's February, if your destination is Chairman, I want you to put in the chat right now, I am a brand new chairman. Put it in the chat. I am a brand new chairman. If you know that the destination is Chairman, put I am a brand new chairman. Right? Put it in the fantastic. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. To Dubai, hopefully you guys are hearing me okay. Yes, 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 yes. I am a brand new chairman. Now, even if you're on this call and you are a trader, just take it from me, someone who is successful, and you know, money is not an issue, right? It's amazing to know that you can make money, but you don't necessarily you're not necessarily happy because you make money, right? The beauty of the platform, and hear my heart, is you have the ability to make money and to be significant in the lives of people at the same time. It's twofold. And that brings a sense of gratitude. It brings a sense of fulfillment in the fact that the time that you have sacrificed, the effort that you've put in, not only are you winning, but the people that are connected to you are also winning at an all-time high. So I really wanted to lay the foundation, knowing where you are and knowing where you're going. And if Chairman is your destination, I highly recommend every single day you take the time to visualize about where you are going. Be grateful for where you are now and visualize where you are going. This is so, so vitally important, right? So for those of you that are on the call, hopefully you have a pen and a notepad. It's impossible for you to be on a call like this and not take notes, right? You do not want to do that to yourself. Please take some notes, right? Take some notes because this information is very, very valuable, right? So let's talk about the law of the mind, right? And some of you would have heard this before, but it's gonna resonate with different on this call. And everything that I'm talking about is very intentional. Don't take piece of it. Don't take part of it. You want to take it whole and implement it. Here is why. If you recognize the level of success and significance that I have in my life by the grace of God is something that you want to accomplish, then it makes sense to actually follow what it is I'm sharing with you, right? It just makes sense. So just implement it. So let's talk about the law of the mind, okay? And I really want you guys to understand that the battle is in the mind. The battle is in the mind. You can talk to any athlete, you can talk to anyone who's into sports or anyone who's performed at a very, very high level. The battle is in the mind. That's why the first thing we establish is where you are right now and where you're going. And if you understand that if you win the battle in your mind, you win the battle in life. If you lose the battle in your mind, you lose the battle in life. And it's important for you to understand the law of the mind. And I am not someone who speaks about the mind and then my activity doesn't match it. We're going to talk about that. But I'm teaching you on the mind because this is where I got my freedom. This is where I truly understood that I have an abundance mindset and I can actually achieve whatever I set my mind to achieve with the grace, by the God. So the three things that the mind needs that's so vitally important. Number one is that the mind needs a focus, right? And I was just going over the stuff that I know, and something hit me today that I have to share with you and read to you guys, right? So why does the mind need a focus, right? And I want to read this out for you guys, right? So number one, three things that the mind needs. The mind needs a focus. Write that down. That's the title, okay? You need to focus on something in your future. Your mind has two parts. Your mind has your memory and your mind has your imagination. It's twofold. You have your memory, you have your imagination. Both of them have been given to you, right? Your memory replays your past. Your imagination pre-plays your future, right? Your memory replays your past. Your imagination pre-plays your future. So that's why I asked you, do you know where you are now? And do you know where you're going? Does it make sense? Do you know where you are right now? And do you know where you are going? So if your mind has two parts, which one do you spend more time growing? Because your mind needs a focus. Whatever you focus on expands, right? When I speak to people, I hear what they are focusing on more than where they're going. So I hear people talk about their challenges more than where they're going. Now, it doesn't mean that you don't express your challenges, but every single time I speak to you or your mentor speaks to you, you cannot be speaking about the challenges more than where you're going because you're giving that too much energy, giving it too much of a focus. But the power here that I gave you guys a hint of is the canvas of your imagination. What are you focusing on? I mean, it sounds so simple, but for those that actually master it, those are the individuals that become the top performers, right? It sounds so simple. So on the canvas of your imagination, what is the dominating image? What's the dominating commercial that's repeating in your mind, right? If you hate your problems and your challenges so much, why do you repeat it on the canvas of your imagination so much? Why? Why do you verbalize it? Why do you think about it? Your team, your energy, you're taking your time, right? Your expensive time to visualize something that you do not want. It's crazy. It blows my mind. And after today, after this call, you want to break that paradigm. You want to develop the habit of spending less time focusing on your challenges and more time focusing on the solution, which is your goals. Your goals are your exit to your current situation. Okay? So the mind needs a focus. What are you focusing on? Okay? What are you focusing on? I remember I was in Jamaica, which was 2 days ago, and one of the leaders in the room says, "I always see like the whiteboard behind you, and the numbers are there, right?" And he was always wondering, "What are those numbers?" This is what I'm focused on. This is my focus. Look, I spend the time to actually think about 6,000, 6,000, 3,000. Sometimes I just get quiet with myself and I just go 6,000, 6,000, 3,000. Because I can go there before I get there. I can go there in my mind before I get there. I'm teaching you guys the stuff that has liberated me. This exact information outside of my ridiculous work ethic, right? I have a ridiculous work ethic. This stuff that I'm teaching you here is what has liberated me. I don't have any barriers in my mind in terms of accomplishing anything because I understand how the mind works. I understand it, right? I'm glad that we have people from like all parts of the world on this call, the leaders that actually want to build this. And I can tell you guys right now, we are going to accomplish something absolutely special as an organization. Absolutely special. I can feel it right now, right? I can feel it. So you have the power, you have the choice to choose what commercial am I going to run in mind. So that's the first thing. The mind needs a focus, right? The second thing is that the mind needs an instruction. And here is why it's important for you to give your mind an instruction. Now, you need to speak to your mind. Do not allow someone else to speak to your mind. You need to speak to your mind. Now, you need to speak to your mind to harness your thinking. You see, the funny thing about the mind is that it's in search. It's in search for information to validate what is already there. It's always in search. It's in search for instructions all the time. I say this all the time. If you don't instruct your mind, somebody else will instruct your mind for you. That's why you have to be so careful about the information that you allow into your eye gate, ear gate. You have to be careful about who you're allowing to speak into your life. You have to be very careful about protecting your space. Your mind needs an instruction. Okay? So it's twofold, right? And the reason why some of you on the call might be saying, well, Mr. McSween, heard this before. Okay, you've heard it before, but how many of you are actually implementing it? How many of you are actually disciplined in creating the habits of this information that I'm sharing with you? Because I promise you this, wherever you are right now, there is a level. And the next level requires of you to understand this information. Now, I want you to work. I want you to put the effort in. I want you to sacrifice. But I don't want you to sacrifice without understanding. Faith with understanding is what makes the difference. So when you are working, you're working with understanding. That is way powerful than just working. Work. No, look, Alex Morton is who he is today because he has understanding of the conscious mind, the subconscious mind. He is a student of Bob Proctor. My mentor, David Amuniti, he is a student of Bob Proctor. He has been studying this stuff for years. I speak about those two individuals, also Ivan Tapia and Monica Tapia. They all have one thing in common. Listen to this. They all have one thing in common. They understand the spiritual side of success and they understand the physical side of success. They all have liberated minds, liberated from the standpoint that they are not limited in their thinking process. They understand the power and the process of believing. They believe that they can accomplish anything. And understand this, they all have ridiculous work ethics, and it goes hand in hand. We're going to talk a little bit more about that, right? So it's twofold. What are you focused on, and what are you structuring your mind with? Now, I'm going to give you guys some instructions, and I would know if you're actually doing it. Now, it's amazing to me. I'm pretty much sure Luke Kwamina is on the call. And, you know, we've been having these conversations, right? We've been having these conversations for some time. And it's amazing to me that we tell people, go and get a cue card. Go and get a cue card and write down your goals. I expect you to have something like this size. Look at it. See the size of it? And you need to have this in your person. For me, this is my wallet. Okay, this is my wallet. I always take my wallet with me. So this is it here, and this is where my goal is, right here, right next to it. So when I put it in my pocket, right? When I put it in my pocket, this is it. I might just have to show it to you, right? So every time I do this, it's right here, right here, right? It's right here. So I have it right with me. So every time I have an opportunity, I remember I access my wallet many times for many things. And I always instruct my mind. I am so happy and grateful now that I am a Chairman 250 by January the 25th, 2020. And I have the date right there. And right there, I also have the numbers. 6,000, 6,000, 3,000. 663. Y'all see that? 6,000, 6,000, 3,000. So now I am instructing my mind. I asked some of the leaders in Jamaica, what's your favorite news station? What is your favorite news station? And they called out a bunch of radio stations for me. I'm like, great. My radio station says, I am rich. You are a Chairman 250. That's the only station that I'm tuned into. I go, right? The only radio station I'm tuned into is I am a Chairman 250 by January the 25th, 2020. That's the only news that I hear. So that's why it's not difficult for me to believe it, because I feed myself with that news. Whatever I put in is what I get out. It's simple. But do you have the discipline to create the environment where you give your mind a focus and you're instructing your mind every single day? This information that I'm sharing with you here is it. This information here is it. When you now instruct your mind, when you now give your mind a focus, you instruct your mind, it's now easy to do the work because you are focused. Every day, someone is fighting for your focus. So you choose if you're going to allow somebody else to get your focus or you maintain your focus, right? You maintain your focus. The third thing that the mind needs is that the mind needs a hero. Now, I want to really, really help you understand what this hero is about. You need a champion and someone that excites you. You need an example. Two are better than one. That equation is divine and it's unchanging. Two is better than one. Why do you need a hero? Why do you need a champion? Why do you need an example? You need that example because of the law of agreement. You need someone to be in agreement with your goals. It amazes me as well to know that there are individuals that want to accomplish something, but they do not communicate with the person that can help them get there. The communication is not to say that this person is Lord over your life. No, 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 no. There's one person that has that place. I'm not trying to take that place, and I would dare not take that place. Right? God the Father to me, Jesus Christ is my Lord Savior. I ain't trying to lord over anybody. I have one Lord in my life. You as well. But the hero is not someone that is like your Lord. No, that hero is someone who's just an example of where you want to go, and you want that person to be in agreement with you so that it is done. Where 2 or 3 touch and agree on anything, it is done. So you need that hero, you need that example, someone that you can communicate with that can help you accomplish where you are trying to go. Not where you're trying to go, where you are going. So you can't be saying, I'm going somewhere, and you don't communicate with that person. It's absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Now, that communication, and I give you guys the example with my mentor, David Amunite. I've been communicating consistent for, I don't know, 7+ years. And it's consistent still to this day. It doesn't have to be a long phone call, but it's a communication. So this is, and he's saying yes, no, guidance, instructions, agreements. And that harmony is what allows me to also accelerate towards where I'm going, right? Everything that we're doing is all planned, and it's all based on communication with my plugged in upline. You should do the same. So these 3 laws, I've taught this thing every time I get a chance. I talk about it because it has liberated me. And I want you guys to not just hear it, but I want you to understand the information, right? Understand this information. So if you guys got that, yes, there you go. Wonderful. So if you guys appreciated that information right there, put 777 in the chat for me. Put 777 in the chat for me. Wonderful. We're going somewhere with this. Okay, so we're speaking about the mind. I'm going to connect now the dots, because there's some other elements that must go in sync. Okay, there's some other elements that must go in sync. And guys, I hope that everybody that needs to be on this call is on this call. Okay, now we just came back from the Dallas convention. I've been studying Bob Proctor for the last 3 years, very intentionally, and something that I want to help you guys understand. Okay, in order for you to go somewhere, you have to understand first and foremost that everything operates on a frequency. Your cell phone operates on a frequency. Your cell phone has a cell phone number that is unique to you, that allows anyone to tap into your frequency to communicate with you at any given time, either through WhatsApp, a message, whatever the case may be. It's a frequency. So you are able to communicate with someone on a frequency. And everything you want is actually at a frequency. All you have to do is to become one with the frequency, and this thing shows up in your life. It could be for your marriage, it could be for your kids, it could be for your business, it could be for anything. Once there's something that you want to accomplish, you become one with the frequency, boom, it's done. Now, to become one with it, it's threefold. You become one with it in thought, you become one with it in feelings, and you become one with it in actions. It's not going to work if you become one with it in thought alone. It's not going to work if you become one with just feelings. And it's not going to work if you just have actions. Because I've seen people work, and don't accomplish it. That's because they're just working without thinking about it, without having the thought at the same frequency, without having the feeling at the same frequency, and the actions at the same frequency. That's why I spoke about David Amonite, Alex Morton, Ivan Tapia, and Monica Tapia. I'm speaking about them because they are my plugged-in uplines. They are my uplines, right? And I'm speaking about them because they literally have been able to accomplish some phenomenal things because they understand the thought, feeling, and actions must be in sync. And it must be on the frequency of where you want to go. Look, if you understand what I'm telling you here right now, I don't care where you are right now, 12 to 18 months from now, it's going to be completely different. Your life will completely change if you understand what I'm sharing here with you. So you've heard before, thought, feelings, actions. But I'm now combining that. The thought, feeling, and actions must be in sync at the frequency level. So what you really do throughout your process, because you're going to go through different things in your life, different challenges, you have to grow in every single area. What you're really attempting to do as you grow is getting your thought, feelings, and actions to be in sync at the frequency level that you're trying to accomplish. Faith without works is dead. Okay? So this is so vitally important. And I wanted to touch on that because we spoke about the mind. But I just want to now bring everything in harmony together now. So we have that down. Let's talk about the power of events now. And I will share with you my secret to building a massive organization, the power of events. Okay? And it starts as simple as a one-on-one presentation. A one-on-one presentation is an event. A three-way call is an event. So after you do a one-on-one, you expose someone to the opportunity. The next thing that you want to do is do a three-way phone call. A three-way phone call is so vitally important when it comes to you building your credibility as you build your organization. Okay, a three-way phone call, it's a hot potato. If I have David Maloney or I have Kyle Thompson on the next line, and he's, Kyle Thompson is a prospect, and I want to introduce him to my mentor, David Amonite, I would message Mr. Thompson. I said, I want to introduce you to my coach, my mentor, someone who has impacted the lives of millions of people. He's a millionaire maker, someone who will definitely be working along with me to help you get to the next level, right? Once I edify my upline, the next step is I'm going to ask my plugged-in upline, sir, via text message, is it possible for me to introduce you to a prospect? What time would you be available? I'm going to send that via text message. He's going to respond. He's going to let me know what date, what time he's available. Then I come back to the prospect and say, hey, I want to introduce you to my mentor. He's available at this particular time. The person agrees, great. Now on the call, once I'm connected to the call, I'm going to introduce my mentor. I say, Mr. Amonite, this is Mr. Thompson, Mr. Amonite, and I shut my mouth. And I allow my mentor to do the heavy lifting for me. Now, I want you to understand the progress of events. So you have a one-on-one, you have a three-way call, you have a two-on-one, which leads to also another three-way phone call. You have a group, even 5 or more qualified prospects. By the way, if you are on this call and you are not yet a Platinum 1000, I want you to get that done in the next 30 days or less. Okay, the last call that we did, it was literally 90 days before the actual convention. Today's October the 27th. So we have November, December. We have a little bit less than 90 days if you consider every single day, right? So we have a little bit less than 90 days, which is still 90 days in my honest opinion, right? For you to get it done. So if you're not yet a Platinum 1000, get your feelings, your thoughts, your activity at the level of of P1000 and it's done, right? It is done. So you to go P1000 on average, you need to do between 15 to 16 group presentations with 5 or more qualified prospects, and it's done. That's the work part of it. If you need to do more, do it. Doesn't matter to me. Once you get the job done is what matters. Once you get the job done is what matters. So we have the group presentations. Now, from a one-on-one to a two-on-one to a group event, it leads to a weekly event. Now, whatever market that you're in, I'm pretty much sure there's a weekly event. In Dubai, there's a weekly event. In Nigeria, there's a weekly event. In South Africa, there's a weekly event. Throughout the Caribbean, we have weekly events. In the USA, we have weekly events with David Mark and his team, right? And Hussein. So they're weekly events. So what you want to do is promote the prospect from the one-on-one to the group event, from the group event to the weekly event, and you keep moving the prospect along. What that does, it builds their belief system. I don't just sign somebody and leave them alone. I want them to come and experience the power of events. This is so vitally important. When you get someone registered, your next job is to make sure that they are registered for the next event, or they are already having their schedule to come to the next event. Because through the power of events, they're going to grow their belief system, and eventually they're going to make the decision to build the business big. Okay, this is so vitally important. Okay, so the power of events, we have the weekly event, then we have the local regional events. You may put on something where you're plugged in upline, it's coming. By the way, and we're not making this public, right? But you can get connected to any one of the Platinum 1000s and above within our organization, and they already know the dates. We're going to be in Dubai. We're going to be in South Africa, Johannesburg, Africa, on the 26th of November, and we're also going to be in Cape Town, South Africa, on the 28th. We're going to be in Dubai on the 30th, okay, of November. So those events, you can plug people into those events, right? So those type of events where we're coming in, we're doing a special, meeting, that's more of a regional type of event sometimes, and we all do trainings with those events as well, right? Where someone special is flying in, one of your local leaders, right? Or your plugged in uplines. And then after that, you have more of the convention type of events. Now, for the very first time, we're putting on our very first 2020 Vision Caribbean Convention. This is our organization's event. We're expecting over 7,000 people at this event. It is the events of events. Though we have said that before, but trust me, this is the actual events of events. We are not sparing any costs. We're investing a lot of money into this event, and you guys already see what's happening in terms of the promotion and so forth. What I recommend that you do is that you take your promotion of this event to the next level. I'm going to explain to you why. Because there is something that happens in events of this nature that you will be able to accomplish by yourself. Remember, the growth of your business is not just dependent on your work. It's dependent on a combination of things happening. Some people I see all the time, they talk about, well, hey, they did it. No, you didn't do it, right? It's a combination of things that came together that allow you to do it. My success is not just based on my good looks or how I think or my work ethic. It's also based on the events system of the company. And the reason why I have the growth, and I continuously have the growth by the grace of God, is because I understand all of the different elements that make this thing work. Remember, this is a beast by itself, right? How you grow an organization, that you have to understand different elements that make it work. And I can tell you guys, if you are not promoting an event like this to your fullest and some, you are playing around. You're playing around, right? If you're on this call right now, okay, you're on the call. The question is, have you personally purchased your ticket for the 2020 Vision Convention? Now, let me explain myself. Anyone in the USA anyone in the Caribbean, this is your event. Let me say that one more time. Anyone in the USA, anyone in the Caribbean, and South America, this is your event. If you understand what I just said there, put 777 in the chat for me. Put 777 in the chat if you understand what I'm saying there. Okay? If you understand what I'm saying, put 777 in the chat for me, right? So for those of you that are in the US of A, because I know David, Mark, and team, they're coming. But you need to get your tickets for the event. You can't say that you're going Chairman 10 and you are not registered. You first and foremost, you don't have your ticket. Here's the problem with you not purchasing your ticket. Because you haven't purchased your ticket, you don't have the confidence to promote the event. So as a leader, as someone who's saying, I am going to be a chairman on the stage, recognize, remember, thoughts, feelings, actions must be in alignment at the frequency level to accomplish something. So you can't be saying, hey, I'm going, but then your actions with something as simple as you registering for the event, you don't have a ticket. Someone is asking the cost of the ticket. Very good question. The ticket cost, it is 224 US dollars, sorry, 224 TT dollars for the event. 224 TT dollars for the event. Now, in US dollars, I believe it is I think it's $32 for the event in US dollars. Let me check that real quick. Right, so it's $32 US for, yes, it's $32 US for the actual cost of the ticket, if you add on the taxes, right? So the first thing you need to do is to get your tickets for the event. Get your personal ticket, right? Get your personal ticket for the event. And then once you get it, everyone in your group, they need to register. The person can be brand new. They can sign up yesterday. They need to register for the next event. That's part of their growth and development in the business. So right now, it's 224 TT dollars, tax inclusive. It's $32 US tax inclusive. Now, how many of you have seen us promoting consistently that the price of the tickets are going up? It's going up on by the 31st of this month. The ticket prices after the 31st, the ticket prices are going up. Someone asking if guests, yes, this is a convention. Guests need a ticket for the event. Absolutely yes. Guests need a ticket for the event. So the cost is going up. And I'm going to tell you guys what the cost is going to be after the 31st. How many of you are ready for that? If you're ready for the cost, I'm going to tell you now. So put 555 in the chat if you want to know what the cost is, what it's going up to. Okay? Because some of you all not taking me seriously. When I say, hey, the price of the tickets are going up, get your tickets now. Some people say, oh yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait. Okay, you keep waiting. That's going to cost you money. How you do anything is how you do everything. Why not get it when the prices are ridiculously low? We have undervalued the cost to get into the event at $200. Like literally, Luke Kwamina was like, bro, are you serious? He was like, bro, what are you doing? I'm like, bro, I want as many people to get in there at a reasonable cost. So it's a giveaway price right now. So my recommendation to you is get the actual tickets now before it goes up. For those of you that are international going to the London event, don't wait. Don't wait for tickets. Register for the event now. Right? Register for the event now. Go to the website, purchase tickets now. How you do anything is how you do everything. So here's the price. Here's the price. I'm going to type it out for you so you guys can see for yourself. And then I'm going to mention it. Okay? Okay, so look, the price of the tickets. So the price of the tickets in TT dollars right? And in US dollars, it's all right, cool. So boom, right? So the price of the tickets after the 31st will be 320 TT dollars for the ticket, which is 47 US dollars. That's the price that is going up to after the 31st. And that's just for the next 30 days. It's going to go up again. So if I were you, I would get my tickets now. And yes, it should be more. It will be more. By the way, we're also going to be selling 200 VIP tickets for the event as well. Okay? Just hold on. You're going to hear more about the VIP tickets for the Caribbean Convention. That's coming out as well. We're going to have 200 VIP seats. Okay? So if I were you, now, here, some of you on the call, you're seeing it should be more. The question is, do you have your ticket? Like, you're saying it should be more, but the question is, do you have your ticket? If you're saying it should be more, do you have your ticket? That's one. Number two is, how many people in your group have the tickets? You can't be saying it's cheap. The reason of it is being cheap, if you're a leader and you're thinking, is so that I can have as many people with the cheap ticket. Does it make sense? You're saying it's cheap. Does everybody in your group have the ticket? If everybody in your group don't have the ticket, you're not doing the right thing. You see, I'm trying to hold back, right? Everybody in your network right this moment needs their ticket for the event. Why? Because we have it on an affordable price so that everyone can get it. Don't wait for it to go up, right? Good that you have your ticket. Next step is, how many people in your group have their tickets, right? That's important. So vitally important. So vitally important, the power of events. So you build your business from event to event to event. It's so crucial. So crucial. Now, if you go P5000, and I shared this in before, you go P5000 and you get everyone in your group to have a ticket for the event, because we have the training day, we also have the Forex trading evening, and we also have the main event. You get 225 people to commit to having 5 guests at the event. That's 1,125 people. So I'm talking to the top builders now. By the grace of God, we were able to grow a 7-figure residual income because we started having 1,000+ people events. I remember having my very first 1,000+ person event, and literally my business exploded. Now, for the first time, we're having Dr. Kathy coming. I mean, we have an incredible lineup. I have to talk about it. And make sure you guys are staying on the call, right? Some of you need some tenacity and longevity. Okay, be consistent in everything that you're doing, right? We have Dr. Kathy coming. We have Christopher Derrick coming, right? Let me show you what's going on here, right? So we have Dr. Kathy coming to Trinidad for the first time, right? We have Christopher Derrick coming to Trinidad for the first time. We have Abel Melendez coming to Trinidad for the first time. We have Bilish Adimola, who's going to be there as well, teaching. We have Maxima Liana Pereira, who's also going to be there teaching. We have Jean-Marc Lyons, who's going to be hosting the event. We may have one other person coming as well who said, hey, I would love to be there for the event, right? We're putting together, creating the environment for you to grow and get to the next level, and you are not promoting this thing. All the flyers that we posted, you should have them, and you should be posting it all throughout your social media. You should be getting your tickets, writing down how many people in my team have the tickets for the event. Why? Because this is how you build this thing to a 7-figure income. So for those of you that are on the call, the question is, do you have your tickets? And how many people in your network have their tickets? And then the next step is, how many guests do they have registered for the event? This event is for customers, IBOs, and guests. Okay, and the VIP section that we're having is not just for IBOs and customers. The VIP section is for really top-notch guests that we want to situate them and position them, in a really, really special place. Does that make sense? So those 200 tickets for VIPs are going to be very selective. Okay, just want you guys to know that. Right. So we spoke about the power of events. We spoke about, what you need to do now. Here's something that I really want you to understand. In order for you to, the reason why I'm giving you the P5000 vision, and if you get, 225 people to get all together, you get 1,000 plus people in the event, is because I want you to understand from where you are right now and the work that you need to put in the next 20 days before the event. What you do before the event is what is going to create the massive explosion for your business coming out of the event. So the pre-work, the pre-event activity, how many meetings are you doing every single day? Zoom calls, presentations. How many presentations are you doing per week, per month, right? Who are you helping in your group to go P150, P600, P1000, P5000, P2000, P5000? Who are you focused on? You help enough people get what they want, you get everything you want. I remember telling David Maloney, I'm like, hey, take the emphasis off of you and put it on other people. Watch and see what happens with your business. Some of you on this call are too selfish. Take the focus off of you. That's what I'm talking about, Yadel, my brand new personal. He said, I just bought my ticket online. That's what I'm talking about, Yadel. He literally got started last Tuesday. He registered for the event. That's what I'm talking about. Take the focus off of you and start saying, okay, who can I help go P150, right? If I personally enroll 15 people directly, 5 of them go P150, I'm a brand new P1000. Once I go P1, I'm identifying, I'm bringing on new personals. I bring on another 15, help develop more P150s. Some of those P150s are going to say, hey, I want to go P1000. Well, hey, they enroll 15 direct customers. They help 5 people go P150. Boom, you just broke another P1. You help 10 to 12 to 15 of them go P1000. You're a brand new chairman 10. You're a brand new chairman 10. The same thing works for those of you that are going to be promoting for the event in Nigeria. Same thing with my mentor, David Amoniti. Right? David Amoniti is coming to Nigeria. The event is November the 30th in Lagos. The first is going to be in Port Harcourt. For those of you that are on the call from Nigeria, same thing. What are you doing now? The pre-event activity is important. Same for you guys that are in South Africa. Same for you guys in Dubai. Right? When we're coming, the pre-event activity, it's so important. So you need to ramp up your activity. Now, I know it's Christmas season coming up, but you can choose. You can choose if you want to repeat of this Christmas. You want it to look like the Christmas before, or you want next year, 2020 2020 Christmas to be a completely different Christmas for you and your family. Christmas is a date. Every day should be Christmas for you and your family. Real talk. Right? Real talk. Every day for your family should be Christmas Day. A man show 25th, not God. So you choose. This is your season of sacrifice. But if you don't sacrifice now, I promise you this, 2020 is going to be a copy of 2019. I'm not playing around. Neither should you. So right now, what events do you have planned for this week? Do you have your calendar booked out with presentations? Right? We're talking about the work. Faith without works is dead. You must work. When you're feeling good, when you're not feeling good, you have to do the work. Because through action, you create the right feelings, the right energy. Right? Obi and Chioma, they're going to be brand new chairman 10s before November the 30th. That's already done. Right? That's already done. That event in Lagos that's your event. That's your event. So for those of you that are on the call, listen to me carefully. The events only work for you when you put the work in prior to the event. Prior to the event, that's only when it works. But if you just show up by yourself, well, I'm registered, great. This is a lead call, right? I'm registered, and you just sit back. Guys, that's just one piece of the pie. The question is, how well have you and your group promoted for the event? How much work have you done? And guys, when you're doing the one-on-ones, the two-on-ones, the sit-downs, you are promoting like crazy. Get the flyer. Whatever you have as promotional material, you are promoting the next event like crazy. You're not waiting on January to promote the event. You're not waiting on February to promote the event. You're not waiting on the 30th of November for the event in Nigeria. You're not waiting until the 30th of November for me and Luke to come to Dubai, then to start promoting. No, you start now. You start now. You start putting in the work now. And you put in the now with the expectation of where you're going. All right, I want to have 500 people in the room. How much work do I have to put in now to put 500 people in the event? That's how I was thinking. I'm not thinking, well, I'm just going to show up. Guys, you just show up. You're going to learn a lot. You come with others. You're going to earn a lot of money. I've literally given everyone the blueprint to earn multiple, not to earn more, just to earn 7 figures in 2020. You can earn 7 figures in 2020 USD residually by putting 1,000 people in an event. You go P1 in your first month, P2 in your second month, P5 in your third month. You hit P5 before the event. You get 225 people to get 5 guests each at the event in 2020. Mark my words, you are to be a brand new 7-figure earner in IM Mastery Academy. That is the blueprint to 7 figures in 2020 from a residual standpoint. If you understand what I just said there, put 777 in the chat for me. How many of you believe that you can get that done in 2020 for the major events that we're having? Same thing for you guys in Dubai, same thing for you guys in Nigeria, same thing for you guys in South Africa. How many of you believe that you can do this? And if you believe you can do it, let me see it in your actions. Let me see it in your feelings. Let me see it in your thoughts. Right? I didn't just say I wanted P1000s alone on this call and above. Because there are people who are brand new IBOs that are going to be Chairman 10s by these major events. I already know that. Right? I already know that. So hopefully on this call, you would have gotten some nuggets. I didn't want to swing on the chandelier call today. Right? If you need me to hype you up to get rich, that is a problem. You need to be eternally motivated to get this thing done for you and your family. You don't need somebody else to motivate you for you to go out and do the work. From the core, on the inside, how bad do you want this? If I come to your home right now, can I see evidence of your goals? Can I see evidence? You're not a P1 yet. Do I see 12, 12, 6 somewhere in your house or in your car? If you're not yet Chairman 10, you're P5000. Can I see 200, 200, 100 somewhere in your house, somewhere in your person? Can I see evidence of where you're going? Right? You're not a P5. Would I see evidence of 90, 90, 45 somewhere in your house, somewhere in your person? Can I see that? Can I hear it in your speech? Can I see it in your actions? Because somebody who knows where they're going, they are acting like it and they're putting the work in. Same thing for P1, for P6, right? You're not a P6. Let's get that done. Come on. You're missing out money to trade with. Get P600 done. Quick. Right? You're not a P5 yet? You're not chairman 25 yet? Can I see evidence of 1,000, 1,000, 250? All my chairman's on the call. Come on. It's not, you done a chairman? That's okay. It's cute. Come on. It's huge. It's amazing, but there's more. There's more. Right? There's a lot more. Don't get settled. Don't allow your current circumstances to stop you from getting to the next level. Implement everything that you've learned on this call here, and I'm sure, without a shadow of a doubt, you're going to have tremendous success in your life, right? I appreciate you guys for being on this call today. There's a whole lot more I would love to talk about, but I just wanted to spend the time to really help you guys understand what is needed. And guys, I'm already visualizing this stuff right now. That we're calling up these chairmans on stage. I mean, by the way, let me give you guys some secrets, right? You all know the banners. Look, I'm about to get you guys so fired up right now. Watch this, right? You guys know the banners that were in convention, right? You know the banners that were in convention? Y'all know these banners that were in convention? These banners here, right? Just imagine you're walking in the convention and we have your picture on the banner. How many of you are excited to see that? How many of you are excited to see yourself, right? How many of you are excited to see yourself on the banner when you're walking and people are literally saying, oh my God, it's you. All the chairmen, we're going to have these banners all over the arena, right? How many of you can, how proud would you feel, right? You see this banner up, right? We're doing this thing. I'm telling you, right? We're going to call you up on stage and boom, you are on the humongous screen. Look, you are on the humongous screen. Your picture is coming up. They say, bring it to the stage. Brand new Chairman Ted, right? And look, your picture will be there. What? Are you serious? Yes, we're going all out with this thing, guys. Right? All out. Right? Right? All out with this thing. Watch. Look, let me show you. Let me show you the vision of this thing. Watch. Look at it. Look. All right? Look at the vision of this thing here. Right? Just imagine, look at that. Just imagine on stage, this is you, right? Hold on, I made it too big there. Hold on, look at this. That's what we're visualizing here right now. Just imagine your picture comes up on the screen. They're calling your name. Your picture is on the screen. Your family is there looking on, right? All the people who didn't believe in you, they're looking on as well, right? How many of you can see us? Look, this is exactly what we're gonna do in the Center of Excellence, right? 2020. How many of you can see yourself there? How many of you can see it, right? I'm excited for each and every one of you. Come on. This thing is your event. You're playing around. You have no time to play around, right? No time to play around. No time to play around. Come on, right? Let me see what's going on here. Right? What's going on? I'm fired up. I'm fired up for you. Right? I'm fired up for you. Right? Let me see what's going on here. Right? Let me see if you have any of the chairmen on the call. Right? Rajesh Prasad, tell me, are you excited about this event? Brand new chairman, are you excited about this event, Rajesh Prasad? I'm not sure which one is you here. Hold on, let me see. I think I unmuted you just now. Raj, are you excited about this event, brother? Brand new chairman. Talk to me.
Of course, I mean, totally excited. From the time I heard about this convention in Trinidad and Tobago, I had to be on stage, as you said. You know, all the haters out there, everybody who doubted me, and all these other things. I will make sure that I buy a ticket and put it in their hands. You know, I told you
Mm.
about the business. You're hating. Yeah, what's happening? Come and cheer for me. It's not a matter of that only. You know, it's not a matter of that only. It's in our home, our homeland, our background. Place that where we grew up and all these other things. It's different from going to an international convention. I am pumped. I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited. I mean, yeah, we could go. We can be at all the international conventions, but in your homeland, this is
In your
going to
homeland.
be amazing. Totally amazing.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let me see if I get David Maloney. Are you excited about this event, David? David, talk to me. David,
Listen,
David, David.
listen, listen, listen. I am currently in somebody's vehicle and I'm screaming down the place. People, I apologize. I am really, really excited.
That's what I'm talking
I
about.
am really excited, really, really excited, guys. This thing works, right? I just want to say, thank you so much for your mentorship, right? I found an audio on YouTube. It's like 15 minutes long
Mm-hmm.
with the crowd cheering and people clapping. I
Wow.
used to listen to that, picturing myself on stage,
Mm,
being a chairman. So
mm.
said, so done. Hey, I'm
Mm.
excited, right? I'm a post that. I'm a post that
Hey!
same audio. I would encourage everybody else to do it too. Picture your
Mm-hmm.
success, guys. This thing works. Let's get it done.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, David Maloney. Man, I'm excited. I'm excited. Can you see it? I really wanted to come on the call to do that. Say, can you see it? Can you see it now? Can you see it now? Oh, can you see it? I can see it. I'm telling you, Christopher Terry on stage. Oh, it's gonna be amazing. By the way, see these rings right here? We're giving away these rings to the six-figure earners on stage, right? We're gonna be recognizing all the traders. We're gonna be recognizing all the traders. It's gonna be absolutely phenomenal, right? I'm telling you, this is an event you do not want to play around with. So, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you guys very, very much. I'll see you guys at the top and not from the, because you know what we say, the bottom is way too crowded. Go get your tickets, register for the main event, guys. Purchase your tickets now. Purchase your tickets for your groups. Do not play around with this opportunity, guys. And we'll see you guys at the top. Let's kick it off with one of my favorite songs here.
Horizon, reaching out, I can almost see the place. Holding on with the heart that's frozen in the dark, but I am not afraid. No, I am not afraid. We'll be free, but I don't know where we're going. You and me, this is our life and we own it. Like lions in the wild. Like lions in the wild. Like lions in the wild. Looking out at the open skyline, reaching out, I can almost touch the place where the lost ones find their freedom in the dark, but I am not afraid. No, I am not afraid. We'll be free, but I don't know where we're going. You and me, this is our life and we Like lions in the wild.